I'd ask everyone to please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. And, you know, we'll go in. I'll ask Councilman McElwain, who's new to the meeting.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. Well, Happy New Year, everyone, and welcome once again to the new members of our Islip Town Board, Councilman Mike McElwain, and welcome back to John Lorenzo, who was elected to his first full term, and welcome also to our new town clerk, Linda Verka. We're all eager to work together as we continue to make Islip the preferred place to live, work, play, and call home. This month, we commemorate the birthday of Dr. King, the only federal holiday designated as a National Day of Service, encouraging all Americans to volunteer and join in the efforts to improve their communities in whatever small way they can, with a call to action for each of us to seek ways to engage and give back to our communities, the communities we love. Let us carry that spirit and that call to action with each of us, each and every day throughout the year. This January also wasted no time in reminding us that the winter weather is truly upon us. Be it snow, ice, rain, freezing temperatures, there are many hazards residents should prepare for, and obviously dress warm in several layers. And to that end, our Youth Bureau has collected coats through their annual coat drive, and residents in need should call the Youth Bureau office at 631-224-5320 or visit them at 401 Main Street, room 312. Always exercise extreme caution on the roadways and be mindful of the potential for black ice. We had that certainly left over this morning. Keep extra distance between yourself and the vehicle in front of you. Clear all snow from your vehicle before driving. Hopefully we won't have much more of it. But a reminder that the town is looking to hire snow plowers to assist with cleanup during following heavy snowfalls. Those interested must have their own truck and plow. Rates are competitive, and we ask that you visit our website if you're interested at islipny.gov or call 631-595-3500 for more information. Also remember, during snow emergencies, we ask residents, you are able to park on your lawns in order to get your vehicles off the road if you don't have room in your driveways. We all have to do our part to keep the roads clear so that our guys can be out there getting the plows to do the best job possible, also enabling emergency vehicles to get through safely and effectively during storms. We encourage everyone to head to the website, sign up for e-alerts. It's the best way to get up-to-date weather-related information. Shifting gears as hard as it might be to imagine, warmer weather will be here before you know it, and our boater safety course has announced select dates beginning February 10th through June 8th. So check the website for full details. And according to state law, all watercraft operators must have a safety boater certification by January 1st of 2025. Boaters born after January 1st, 1978 must already be certified. Don't wait until it's too late. Please sign up today and obtain your lifetime certification. You just have to take the course once. So again, Happy New Year, happy healthy. And before we begin our first official business meeting, we had our organizational meeting on January 3rd, adopted the rules for operation of our meetings, and in particular, Resolution 33, paragraph 6, and I would and that spoke directly to behavior, if you will, at the town board meetings. We are not, under the open meetings law, we are not required to have a public portion. However, I know that I speak for the rest of the town board. We want to hear from you with your concerns, and but to that end, there are kind of rules that everyone's expected to follow. And I would just ask the town attorney if he would to please put that into the record so everyone is clear on what is acceptable and not.
Certainly. Thank you, Madam Supervisor. Madam Reporter, can you hear me okay? Yeah, for the record, Michael Walsh, Town Attorney, Town of Islip. By resolution number 33, dated January 3rd, 2024, this town board adopted how to conduct oneself at a town board meeting. This is in a football game. Paragraph 6 says the following: the use of profane, vulgar, inflammatory, threatening, abusive, or disparaging language, or racial or ethnic slurs directed at the supervisor, members of the town board, town officials or employees, and members of the general public, or statements by a person attending the meeting which are made during the public participation segment of the agenda or during a public hearing shall not be tolerated. Any individual that uses profane, vulgar, inflammatory, threatening, abusive, or disparaging language or racial or ethnic slurs directed at any member of the town board, town employees, or any members of the general public shall be removed from the meeting room.
Thank you, sir. And I'm sure that we're never going to have to utilize that, but it's up to you. Okay, let us move then to the agenda, and we'll begin. We have 8 scheduled public hearings today for the board's consideration, and I call on the town clerk. Linda, please, to read the first hearing notice.
To consider a one-year contract with the Exchange Ambulance Corporation of the Islip to provide emergency ambulance services within the district.
Okay, we have one person who's signed up to speak on this resolution, Greg.
I'm an Islip Town resident, and I live within the Exchange Ambulance District. For the past 4 years, starting in 2020, the supervisor went into contract with the Exchange Ambulance, and they were charging a user fee and billing our private insurance companies. I am going to prove today, after Aetna did an investigation into this, what our taxes actually pay for, okay? Now, in this agreement, I'm looking at the 23 agreement, but even the prior ones, on page 2 of the agreement, which is basically the same for all 4 years, it states that the town is obligated to pay any resident's co-payment, but in parentheses, not the deductibles, okay? Now, this is in total opposite of what was the findings from Aetna, okay, which I'll get into in my 3-minute portion and the public portion end of this. But the way it looks to me now is that what they uncovered here, the Aetna Insurance Company, with their investigation, is that you owe back to the residents that were billed deductibles and co-payments and co-insurance payments starting in 2020. That money has to be now refunded because she's in breach of her own contract. Aetna was nice enough to show the deductible amount that I had to pay on a call this past September from ambulance transportation from my home to South Shore Hospital, okay? They billed Aetna for $1,500. The agreement or adjusted amount was $519. Okay, of the $519, Aetna was responsible for $230, and the remainder of the $226 deductible was on me, along with a co-payment of $58 and change. So when they spoke to the representative over Exchange Ambulance, as far as what our taxes are paying for, that representative came back and said, it's paying for anything that is not covered by your insurance. So in other words, any monies paid above what Aetna is going to put out, I'm losing my mic here. What's the mic?
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
I hope they hear me in the back, because I want the residents to find out how fraudulent this thing is and how it was set up. Okay? Because if the deductibles, according to you, are not to be covered by taxpayers' money, our money, which is paid on a separate tax on to them, that money needs to be refunded to
All right, thank you, Greg. Okay, and, I thought this had been explained a number of times by the controller and the town attorney, but based on the comments that were made, I-
technical opinion. This isn't me. This is Aetna finding. Aetna insurance company.
let's remember rule number 6. There is no shouting out from the audience, by the way. It's not. I would just, based on the comments that were made, would just ask the town attorney and the controller to please research what was stated here for its veracity. Thank you. All right, we will, there are no other speakers on public hearing number 1. Do I have a motion?
Make a motion to close the public hearing, offer the resolution for its adoption.
We have a motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilman Lorenzo. All those in favor? Opposed? It is approved. Thank you. We will now go to public hearing number 2. Madam Clerk, if you would read the notice.
Sure. To consider a one-year contract with the Central Islip Hauppauge Volunteer Ambulance Incorporated for providing emergency ambulance services in the district.
Are there any questions? Hearing none, motion.
Make a motion to close the public hearing and offer the resolution for its adoption.
Second.
A motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilman Guadron. All those in favor? Opposed? It is approved. Public hearing number 3, Madam Clerk.
To consider a one-year contract with the Bayshore Brightwaters Rescue Ambulance Incorporation to provide emergency ambulance services in the district.
Thank you. Again, any questions, comments? Hearing none, motion.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Lorenzo, second by Councilman Guadron. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It is approved. Public hearing number 4, Madam Clerk.
To consider a one-year contract with the Brentwood Legion Ambulance Services Incorporated for providing emergency ambulance services for the residents in the Brentwood district.
Any questions? Motion.
Motion to close the public hearing and adopt the resolution as submitted, please.
A motion by Councilman Guadron, second by Councilman Galway. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. Public hearing number 5.
To consider a one-year contract with the Community Ambulance Incorporated for providing emergency ambulance services in the Sayville district.
Any questions? Motion.
Second.
We have a motion by Councilman Lorenzo, second by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It is approved. Public hearing number 6.
To consider the contracting of the fire commissioners of the Bayshore Fire District for fire prevention for the year 2024.
Any questions? Motion? Motion by Councilman Lorenzo, second by Councilman McElway. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It is approved. And we have public hearing number 7.
To consider enacting local law number 1 of 2024, amending chapter 48 of the Islip Town Code entitled Taxation, Partial Exemption for Senior Citizens.
Are there any questions on this?
Motion to close the public hearing and adopt the resolution.
We have a motion by Councilman Guadron, second by Councilman Lorenzo. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. And that takes us to last public hearing today, public hearing number 8, Madam Clerk.
To consider enacting local law number 2 of 2024, amending local law 3-1988, chapter 48G of the Islip Town Code entitled Taxation, Exemption for Persons with Disabilities.
Are there any questions? Hearing none, motion.
Motion to close the public hearing, offer the resolution for its
Second.
Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilman Guadron. All those in favor? Opposed? It is approved. And we will now move to the public portion. We have a number of cards that have been filled out. Just remind everyone, it is not a question and answer. It is the public portion, our opportunity to hear from the public with any issues, concerns, compliments. We take it all. But you have 3 minutes. So the first speaker is Jim Schlau.
Hello there, it's me again.
Welcome back.
Hi. I'll have you know that we didn't have any silent night where I live. We had fireworks all night, all week, matter of fact, on Christmas Eve. So we didn't get silent night, you know. This is the usual in the neighborhood. 25 Myrtle Avenue, fire. They found 5 families living in that house. You know, you're handling these problems with kid gloves. Got to stop it. This is why, I hate to say it, this is why Trump is popular, because he's talking to the people. I don't know if he's going to do what the people, but he's talking about what's going on in this country. And it's a mess. And this town is a mess. Here's Babylon town. Up to 400% hike for some code violations. Very nice. I know people that live there. They tell me stories about how they bought a brand new car, put it in a driveway, didn't get a chance to put the plates on it, and code enforcement is there already. And I got pictures here of things that are years old. Sometimes I think some of these houses that I'm complaining about are in cahoots with the town. I don't know, because they show up and nothing's going on. Are they getting a warning? I don't know. You know, I hate to be like that. You know, more people are going to meetings than solutions are being had here at this town hall. And, you know, you talk about how you don't lie, but I sense a certain amount of mendacity in this town board. You just gave a speech about safety. You got cars lined up on the sidewalks. I've been through this with safety already. What is it? Brightside, First Avenue, South Road, among others. West of 111. I drove through there looking for one of the loud parties one night. And I was talking to myself. I was more upset than when me and my fiancée broke up. It was the worst thing I ever saw. It's where the old Lilco building is, that area. There's so many cars there that I'm waiting for them to park on top of each other. They're probably on the sidewalks there too, if there are any sidewalks. So you're talking about safety. Where are people supposed to walk? Who paid for those sidewalks? And why are these people parking on them? Okay? So I saw, and by the way, I saw one of your guys there this morning on Ordwin Drive. Works for the Parks Department. He was picking up trash. Thanks, whoever that was. I didn't get his name. So I got these pictures here. And I can tell you that I am verbally attacked. The town attorney talks about, I get cursed at. I have people trying to pull the camera from me. I take those pictures so you can see what's going on, because I think you're a little bit like Kamala Harris with the board. You don't know what's going on.
Thank you, Jim. Next speaker, Walter Benitez.
Hello, I'm Walter Benitez, a senior at Brown High School and proudly serving as a chapter president for Students for Climate Action. We've been speaking with the town board since 2017, and though students graduate and faces change, our persistent commitment to addressing climate change remains our priority. The town of Islip has demonstrated a commitment to climate change mitigation through its active participation in the Clean Energy Community Program. Notable actions including benchmarking, clean fleets, unified solar permits, and energy code enforcement training demonstrate the town's proactive stance. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to Supervisor Angie Carpenter for prioritizing climate change without succumbing to political polarization. These steps are pivotal in safeguarding the well-being of our residents, our properties, and have the added benefit of substantial financial savings, amounting to millions of dollars. A message from our executive director resonates deeply with us. You think climate mitigation is expensive? Try doing nothing. This sentiment captures the urgency of our collective responsibility in addressing climate change. Earlier this month, the impact of storms on Fire Island have been nothing short of profound, prompting several towns, Islip included, to declare emergencies. This recent storm has drawn comparisons to the devastating aftermath of Hurricane Sandy, an event engraved in our memory from years past. The severity of the situation reached a point where Governor Hochul and County Executive Ed Romaine deemed it necessary to dispatch Homeland Security personnel to assess the extent of damage caused by the storm. This decisive action emphasizes the unprecedented nature of the storm's impact, compelling high-level intervention to comprehensively evaluate the aftermath. What is particularly alarming is the community's perception of these storms. once considered regular occurrences, now carry the same destructive potential as hurricanes. I would like to share some good news with you that you may know about. The Clean Energy Community Program has unveiled a new initiative, offering municipalities diversified avenues to earn more substantial no-match grants for clean energy projects. The introduction of new action items also presents an opportunity to accumulate additional points, determining grant levels based on both points earned and community size. Our sustainability coordinator, Greg Hancock, is well known in these opportunities. We strongly urge the town to seize these grants, setting an exemplary standard for other municipalities. I express my sincere appreciation to Jorge Guardon, Brownwood Town Councilman, for his valuable contributions. We extend our gratitude to all and call upon everyone to continue championing a sustainable future for our esteemed town. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Walter. Next speaker, Melissa Parrott.
Hello, Melissa Parrott from Sayville. I come with more good news. I also work not with Students for Climate Action, but Renewable Energy Long Island, and we are part of the Long Island Clean Energy Hub. And what we do is work with communities, municipalities, businesses, residents on rebates, how they could work with energy conservation, workforce development, and the renewable energy career path, etc. And we also have funding, and we have funding to support projects such as community campaigns, which is something that is new for this CEC 3.0 program. And you receive not just a lot of points, but up to $290,000 from municipalities. But not only that, is the Long Island Clean Energy Hub has funding to support such community campaigns as well. So if we could work together on programs that we've spoken with Councilman Guadron, not just community campaigns to benefit Brentwood, but also pilot projects. We're working with Councilman Guadron with Brentwood High School, connecting them to the workforce development facility with the offshore wind, so we could create these pathways for high school kids who are interested in renewable energy careers. So we just want you to know that there's funding available. We'd love to work with you so we could help move Islip Town forward and keep doing the great work you're doing. So thank you.
Thank you, Melissa. Next speaker, Greg.
The papers I handed up to the clerk to be filed for the record is a finding from the Aetna Insurance Company on a claim that I was referring to last time I spoke at the podium. Now, the exchange ambulance of the Islip, like I said, they billed the amount of the claim. It was then reduced to $519.44 from the $1,500. And Aetna's responsibility was $230, and mine was a $226 deductible plus the $58.68 co-insurance. So they reached out to Exchange Ambulance Corporation, and they spoke to a representative that explained that the taxes do cover your ambulance services. However, they only cover the amount not covered by insurance. The representative stated that they bill the patient's insurance, and whatever is not covered by the insurance is then paid by our taxes. The representative stated that you have no amount owed to Exchange Ambulance Corporation, the ISLIPs, and that you will not receive a bill as it has been covered by your taxes. So if this was the findings, that this is how this was set up, going back to 2020, that our taxes, now I wanted to know before they paid this claim, what my taxes are paying for, all of us, all the residents. And our taxes are going towards any portion of that bill that is not covered by insurance, meaning deductibles, co-payments, co-insurance. Now, in 21, you'll see that there's a bill there from Exchange for a co-payment of $91 and change, okay? I caught on to the scam back then. I approached Joe Ludwig, the controller, about this, and he says, just ignore it, don't pay it. I said, but Joe, how about the deductible ends? Well, you have to pay the deductible because it's as if you went to the doctors or you went to an ER, say, for emergency services. You have that deductible falls on the residents. When all along, that deductible, any amounts not covered, was being paid for by us, the taxpayers, on that tax line. Okay? I'm not making it up here, Angie. This was an investigation done by Aetna. Okay? They looked into it. They spoke directly with the exchange ambulance representative. Okay? So I'd be very careful here not to make good on people that pay deductibles and co-insurances or any out-of-pocket that was made by them being billed prior to the 22 year where Exchange Ambulance said they gave back 114 of the residents their monies for just co-payments. They did not cover any deductibles. Okay? So I'm done here with this. So you'll be happy about that because I'm moving forward on this thing to make everyone whole. People that were sick, that people maybe didn't make it through, these people need to be made right, them or their families. So maybe you want to explain this or have Joe Ludwig come here and explain where these monies are going and for what. Thank you.
There are no other speakers who have signed up. I'll entertain a motion to close the public portion. Thank you by Councilman Lorenzo, second by Councilman Guardron. All those in favor or opposed, the public portion is closed, and we will move to the agenda. We have quite a lengthy agenda today, and we will begin. The first item is the meeting of the Town of Islip Industrial Development Agency. I will call on a motion for this board to convene as the Town of Islip Industrial Agency Board. Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilman Guardron. All those in favor, opposed, we stand in session, and a quorum being present. Mr. Walzer.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and members of the agency board. John Walzer, Executive Director, 40 Nassau Avenue, Islip, New York. I have a number of items for your consideration today. The first item is to approve the minutes from the December 12th, 2023 meeting.
Thank you. Any additions or deletions to the minutes? Hearing none. Motion? Motion by Councilman Guardron, second by Councilman McElway. All those in favor, opposed, the minutes are adopted.
Thank you. The next item for your consideration is to approve the 2024 IDA meeting schedule.
Any questions? Motion by Councilman Guardron, second by Councilman Lorenzo. All those in favor, opposed, approved.
Okay, the next item for consideration is a resolution appointing officers to the agency.
Any questions? Motion? By Councilman Guardron, second by Councilman Lorenzo. All those in favor, opposed, it is approved.
Thank you. The next three items for your consideration are to adopt committees. Number 5 is the Audit Committee.
Okay, so any questions on the Audit Committee? Motion by Councilman Guardron, second by Councilman Lorenzo. All those in favor, opposed, approved.
Thank you. Number 6 is to adopt the Finance Committee.
Any questions? Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilman Guardron. All those in favor, opposed, the Finance Committee resolution is adopted. Item 7.
Thank you. Number 7 is to adopt the Governance Committee.
Any questions on the Governance Committee? Motion? Motion by Councilman McElway, second by Councilman Lorenzo. All those in favor, opposed, approved.
Thank you. I have a number of policies we adopt every year. Number 8 is to adopt the Code of Ethics policy.
Any question on the Code of Ethics policy? Motion by Councilman Guardron, second by Councilman Lorenzo. All those in favor, opposed, approved.
Number 9 is the Investment policy.
Any questions? Motion? Motion by Councilman Guardron, second by Councilman McElway. All those in favor, opposed, approved.
1 no.
We have 4 in favor, 1 no. It is adopted. Item 10.
Number 10 is to adopt the Procurement policy.
Any questions on the procurement policy? Is there a motion? Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilman Guardron. All those in favor? Opposed? It is approved.
Thank you. Number 11 is Conflict of Interest policy.
Again, any questions? Hearing none. Motion? Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilman Guardron. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved.
Number 12 is Travel Authorization and Mileage Reimbursement policy.
Any questions? Motion? Motion by Councilman McElway, second by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved.
Number 13 is a property disposition policy.
Again, any questions? Motion? Motion by Councilman Guardron, second by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved.
Thank you. Number 14 is a resolution to adopt, to enter into a contract for computer programming services.
Any questions? Motion? Motion by Councilman McElway, second by Councilman Lorenzo. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved.
Thank you. Number 15 is a resolution to enter into a marketing agreement with Long Island News Radio.
Any questions? Motion? Motion by Councilman McElway, second by Councilman Guardron. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved.
And the last item for your consideration is an inducement resolution between the agency and 80 Wilshire Boulevard, LP, located at 80 Wilshire Boulevard in Edgewood. This project involves the construction of a 156,000 square foot industrial building. It represents a $7.2 million capital investment and promises to provide a minimum of 55 permanent jobs.
Are there any questions? Motion by Councilman Guardron, second by Councilman McElway. All those in favor? Opposed? We have 4 in favor, 1 in opposition. The motion is adopted. There are no other resolutions that I see. Any other business?
That's all I have for you for the agency
I'll
today.
entertain a motion to adjourn by Councilman Guardron, second by Councilman Lorenzo. All those in favor? Opposed? It is adjourned. And now we will move to item 2, which is a meeting of the Town of Islip Economic Development Corporation. A motion to convene by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilman Guardron. All those in favor or opposed? We are convened, a quorum being present. And bless you. And
Thank
Ms.
you, Madam
Walsh.
Chair and members of the Corporation Board. John Walzer, Executive Director. I have several items for your consideration today, similar to the IDA agenda. The first item is to approve the minutes from the last Corporation Board meeting on October 17th of 2023.
Any question on the minutes? Motion by Councilman Guardron, second by Councilman Lorenzo. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved.
The next item is a resolution to approve the 2024 EDC meeting schedule.
I'll make that motion. Second by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor? Opposed? Adopted.
Okay, all the rest are are identical to what we did for the majority of the IDA agenda. Number 4 is to appoint officers.
Motion by Councilman Guardron, second by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved.
Number 5 is the Audit Committee.
Motion by Councilman Lorenzo, second by Councilman McElway. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved.
Thank you. Number 6 is to adopt the Finance Committee.
Any questions? Motion by Councilman Guardron, second by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved.
Thank you. The next item is to adopt a Governance Committee.
Any questions? Motion by Councilman Lorenzo, second by Councilman McElway. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved.
Thank you. Move on to various policies. Number 8 is the Code of Ethics policy.
Any questions?
Code of Ethics.
Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilman Guardron. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved.
Number 9 is to adopt the investment policy.
Any questions? Motion by Councilman Guardron, second by Councilman McElway. All those in favor?
No.
Opposed? We have 1 in opposition. 4-1, motion carries. We move to 10.
Number 10 is to adopt a procurement policy.
Are there any questions? Motion by Councilman Guardron, second by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved.
Thank you. Number 11 is to adopt a conflict of interest policy.
Any questions? Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilman Guardron. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved.
Thank you. Number 12 is a property disposition policy.
Any questions? Motion by Councilman Lorenzo, second by Councilman McElway. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved.
Thanks. And the last item for your consideration is to adopt the travel authorization and mileage reimbursement policy.
I'll make that motion. Second by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor? Opposed? It is approved. Any other business?
That's all I have for you today.
Hearing none. Motion to adjourn by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilman Guardron. All those in favor? Opposed? We stand adjourned.
Thank you.
And move now to item 3 on the agenda, the meeting of the Town of Islip Resource Recovery Agency. we have Commissioner Baloo here.
Madam Chair, members of the agency board, Martin Ballou,
We'll just call for a
President of...
motion to convene
Oh.
the meeting of the agency board by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilman McElway. All those in favor, opposed, the meeting is convened. A quorum being present, you may proceed.
Madam Chair, members of the agency board, Martin Ballou, President of the Islip Resource Recovery Agency, 401 Main Street, Islip, New York. I have several items for consideration today. First being the approval of the minutes of the December 12th, 2023 agency board meeting.
Any questions? Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilman Lorenzo. All those in favor, opposed, approved.
Next item is a resolution authorizing the president to enter into contract OBTS-2023-01 between the agency and Rosemar Contracting, Inc. for replacement of the outbound truck scale at the multipurpose recycling facility.
Any questions? Motion by Councilman Guadrone, second by Councilman McElway. All those in favor, opposed, approved.
And the last item for consideration is a resolution authorizing the president to enter into a contract extension between the agency and Winter Brothers Recycling of Long Island, LLC, to provide for the transport and disposal of bulky solid waste from the multipurpose recycling facility, the RAP Center, for the years 2024 and 2025.
Any questions? Motion by Councilman Guadrone, second by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor, opposed, approved. Any other business?
That concludes.
Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Motion by Councilman Guadrone, second by Councilman McElway. All those in favor, opposed. The Resource Recovery Agency meeting is adjourned. And we will move now to item 4 on the agenda, authorization for supervisor to enter into a contract extension with Trevani Carting LLC for the provision of solid waste services for Atlantic Beach Marina on Fire Island, New York for the years 24 and 25. Are there any questions? Hearing none, motion. Motion by Councilman Lorenzo, second by Councilman McElway. All those in favor, opposed, approved. Item 5, Town Board approval for the designation of Viably LLC as the sole source provider of Comtech equipment parts and technical service for Comtech machinery utilized for operations at the town's compost facility. Are there any questions? Motion by Councilman Guadrone, second by Councilman Lorenzo. All those in favor, opposed, approved. Item 6 are the appropriation transfers. I know that they've all been reviewed by the members of the board. Are there any questions? Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilman McElway. All those in favor, opposed, approved. Item 7, authorization for supervisor to enter into contract with PKF O'Connor Davies to perform the audit for the year ended December 31st, 2023. Any questions? Motion? Motion by Councilman McElway, second by Councilman Lorenzo. All those in favor? Opposed? It is approved. Item 8, authorization for the controller to make any and all budget adjustments and journal entries in order to properly reflect the 2023 operations for the town of Islip. Any questions? Motion by Councilman Guadrone, second by Councilman McElway. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. We have 3 in favor, 2 in opposition. The resolution is approved. Item 9, adoption of the capital budget for the period of 24 to 27. Planning document is required by town code. Any questions? Hearing none. Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilman Guadrone. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Item 10, meeting of the Town of Islip Foreign Trade Zone Authority. Motion to convene.
Motion.
By Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilman Guadrone. All those in favor, opposed, we stand convened, quorum being present. Mr. Hemingway.
Good afternoon, Madam Chair, members of the Foreign Trade Zone Board. My name is Brad Hemingway, and I'm the Executive Director of the Town of Islip Foreign Trade Zone Authority, located at 1 Trade Zone Drive in Ronkonkoma, New York. I have a number of items for your consideration today. First one being approval of the minutes from November 14th, 2023, the meeting of the Town of Islip Foreign Trade Zone Board.
Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilman Guadrone. All those in favor, opposed, approved.
Second is authorization for the Town of Islip Foreign Trade Zone Authority to enter into a landscape contract with Suburban Maintenance and Landscaping with an option to renew for 1 additional year.
Any questions? Motion by Councilman Guardron, second by Councilman Lorenzo. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved.
Next
Item
is
11.
authorization for
I'm
the Town of Islip Foreign Trade Zone Authority to enter into a contract with Quinn and Finer for heating and cooling maintenance at our office at 1 Trade Zone Drive in Ronkonkoma.
Are there any questions? Motion? Motion by Councilman McElway, second by Councilman Lorenzo. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It is approved.
And lastly, we have authorization to enter into an agreement for office cleaning at the Town of Islip Foreign Trade Zone Authority with Odds and Ends LLC, DBA Spot on Cleaning New York, for 1 year with an option to renew for 2 additional 1-year agreements.
Any questions? Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilman Lorenzo. All those in favor? Opposed? It is
I have
approved.
one item on the town board agenda, so I'll just step aside if you guys have any questions for the next item on the town.
Oh, okay. So with that,
Move
we
to adjourn.
will adjourn.
We adjourn.
We have a motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilman Guardron. We stand adjourned and move to item 11, authorization for supervisor to sign a declaration of covenants and restrictions for a subtenant, 101 Roebling LLC of the Town of Islip Foreign Trade Zone Authority. Are there any questions? Hearing none, motion by Councilman Guardron, second by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor? Opposed? It is approved. And we will move to item 12, authorization for the town clerk to advertise for a public hearing to consider amending the Town of Islip Uniform Traffic Code. Any questions? Hearing none, motion by Councilman McElway, second by Councilman Lorenzo. All those in favor? Opposed? It is approved. Item 13, rather. We go to authorization for supervisor to enter into a contract with Best Climate Control Corp. for DPW 2-2024 burner boiler repair and service contract. Any questions? Motion? Motion by Councilman Lorenzo, second by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor? Opposed? It is approved. Item 14, authorization for supervisor to execute an intermunicipal agreement with Nassau County for use and access to the Town of Islip rifle, pistol, and archery range by the Nassau County Sheriff's Department. Any questions? Motion by Councilman Guardron, second by Councilman McElway. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Item 15, appointment of Gail Prudenti, Esquire, to serve as chairwoman of the Town of Islip Ethics Board. Are there any questions? Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilman Lorenzo. All those in favor? Opposed? It is approved. Item 16, authorization, reappointment of Christopher Nicolia to serve as a member of the Zoning Board of Appeals. Any questions? Motion by Councilman Lorenzo, second by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Item 17, authorization for supervisor to enter into agreement with HERA Property Registry LLC to manage the town's mortgage in default registry and ordinance enforcement for properties within the Town of Islip. Are there any questions? Motion by Councilman McElway, second by Councilman Lorenzo. All those in favor? Opposed? It is approved. Item 18, authorization of the town clerk to advertise for a public hearing to consider amending the official map of the Town of Islip by deleting a portion of Sylvan Avenue in Bayport. Any questions? Motion by Councilman Guardron, second by Councilman McElway. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Item 19 are the special events. A little light this month, but we have a few runs and parades. Any questions? Motion? By Councilman McElway, second by Councilman Lorenzo. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Item 20, acceptance of grant offer from the New York State Department of Transportation for work at Long Island MacArthur Airport in connection with PIN 0A04.25. Any questions? Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilman Guardron. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Item 21, acceptance of grant offer from the New York State Department of Transportation for work at Long Island MacArthur Airport in connection with PIN 0A04.24. Any questions? Motion by Councilman Lorenzo, second by Councilman McElway. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Item 22, acceptance of grant offer from the New York State Department of Transportation for work at Long Island MacArthur Airport in connection with PIN 0A04.20. Any questions? Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilman Guadrone. All those in favor, opposed, approved. Item 23, acceptance of a grant offer from New York State Department of Transportation for work at Long Island MacArthur Airport in connection with PIN 0A04.23. Any questions? Motion by Councilman Guadrone, second by Councilman McElway. All those in favor, opposed, approved. Item 24, acceptance of grant offer from the New York State Department of Transportation for work at Long Island MacArthur Airport in connection with PIN 0A04.22. Any questions? Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilman Guadrone. All those in favor, opposed, approved. Item 25, acceptance of a grant offer from the New York State Department of Transportation for work at Long Island MacArthur Airport in connection with PIN 0A04.21. Any questions? Motion by Councilman Guadrone, second by Councilman McElway. All those in favor, opposed, approved. Item 26, authorization for supervisor to execute a supplemental professional engineering services agreement with CNS Companies for construction services within the main terminal building at Long Island MacArthur Airport. Any questions? Motion? A motion by Councilman McElway, second by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor, opposed, it is approved. Item 27, authorization for supervisor to enter into agreement with the CDA for calendar year 2023, whereby the town will provide certain services related to code enforcement in designated areas. Are there any questions? Motion by Councilman Guadrone, second by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor, opposed, it is approved. Item 28, authorization of supervisor to enter into various agreements for recreation programs or events to be held throughout the town. And thank you to the department for all the programs they help facilitate for kids and families and everyone. Any questions? Motion? A motion by Councilman McElway, second by Councilman Lorenzo. All those in favor, opposed, approved. Item 29, accept a donation of approximately 400 individual lunch servings from Catholic Health Good Samaritan University Hospital to be offered during the medication education series at various senior centers throughout the town of Islip. Any questions? Motion by Councilman Guadrone, second by Councilman O'Connor. All those in favor, opposed, approved. Item 30, authorization for supervisor to apply for and accept grant funds from Suffolk County Office of the Aging for an essential transportation program. Any questions? Motion by Councilman Guadrone, second by Councilman McElway. All those in favor? Opposed, approved. Item 31, authorization supervisor to apply for and accept grant funds from Suffolk County Office of the Aging for funding a residential repair program. Motion by Councilman Guadrone, second by Councilman Lorenzo. All those in favor? Opposed, approved. Item 32, authorization for supervisor to apply for and accept grant funds from Suffolk County Office of the Aging for funding a nutrition program for Islip Town senior citizen residents. Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilman Guadrone. All those in favor, opposed, approved. Item 33 are the bid awards. Are there any questions? Hearing none, motion. Motion by Councilman Lorenzo, second by Councilman McElway. All those in favor, opposed, approved. Item 34, the option year resolutions. Any questions? Motion. A motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilman Lorenzo. All those in favor, opposed, approved. Item 35, town board approval to add certain employees of the town of Islip as authorized users of the charge card policy. Any questions? Motion. Motion by Councilman McElway, second by Councilman Lorenzo. All those in favor, opposed, it is approved. Item 36, town board approval to adopt the revisions to the purchasing section in the Administrative Procedures Manual. Any questions? Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilman Guadrone. All those in favor, opposed, approved. Item 37, town board approval for the list of employees and titles which must file financial disclosure statements with the Town of Islip Board of Ethics for the year 2024. Any questions? I'll make that motion, second by Councilman Guadrone. All those in favor, opposed, approved. Item 38, authorization for supervisor to execute a second one-year option with GOVOS, Inc., formerly DBA Seamless Docs, for professional services related to the electronic submission system used for the town's website. Are there any questions? Motion by Councilman Guardron, second by Councilman Lorenzo. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Item 39, appointment of the delegate and alternate delegate to attend the 2024 Association of the Towns Annual Meeting. I'll make that motion. Second by Councilman McElway. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Item 40, authorization for supervisor to execute an amendment to the contract DPD 3-21E1, exchange ambulance of the Islip's Electrical with Commander Electric. Any questions? Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilman McElway. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Item 41, authorization for supervisor to enter into an agreement with Arthur J. Gallagher Risk Management Services, LLC, for the renewal. It is renewal. Okay, it's not on here, but that's okay. Of insurance certificates. Any questions? We have a motion by Councilman Guardron, second by Councilman McElway. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Item 42, authorization for supervisor to execute the required notice of intent for New York State DEC associated with the town's municipal separate storm water sewer system. Any questions? Motion? Motion by Councilman Guardron, second by Councilman McElway. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. 43, authorization for supervisor to execute a consent order with New York State DEC to conduct a remedial investigation feasibility study at Long Island MacArthur Airport. Any questions? Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilman Lorenzo McElway. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Item 44, authorization for the supervisor to sign the planning board special permit application and any other necessary documents submitted by the Summer Club condominium in connection with certain town-owned underwater property located in the Great South Bay. Any questions? Motion by Councilman Lorenzo, second by Councilman McElway. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. Item 43, authorization with the town clerk to advertise for a public hearing to consider amending the town Islip Town Code that provides up to a 12-month moratorium on battery energy storage systems, and this is just to advertise for the public hearing. Any questions? Motion by Councilman Lorenzo, second by Councilman McElway. All those in favor? Opposed? Approved. There are no other resolutions for our consideration today, so we'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilman Lorenzo. All those in favor? Opposed? We stand adjourned. Thank you very much.